All right, everybody, we are in Module 2 this week. And in Module 2, we're looking at the teacher. What makes you a teacher? What kind of things make a good teacher? Why is the teacher important in this whole big grand scheme of things? So we're going to start with looking at the assignments that we have this week. So we're going to drop down. I'm going to start you in Module 1 for 103. Actually, I'm sorry, Module 2 for 103. And if we click that, this is where it gets a little tricky for you guys, but I think you'll be able to figure it out if you watch this video and kind of work with me. So this week, we're exploring the aspects of teachers. All right, although technology is an important aspect in the classroom, nothing can replace the teacher. So no matter what happens technology-wise, you still need to be there, right? Even though I'm teaching you remotely, I'm doing my best to email you, talk to you, keep up with emails, try and create some kind of relationship so that you understand that I'm here not just to educate you and be like, this is what you have to do, but so that you know that like I understand some of the things that are going on in your world, and together we're going to work through this. And really, that's what we're trying to teach our students every day, right? So what are the qualities that make a good teacher? All right, you guys have a passion for this. This assignment, I really want you to bring that passion out. Like, what are you passionate about? What is the big deal, right? So, although this is assignment number 1. Although I'm not a fan of Canvas, they do have a great discussion thread. So we'll use that during the semester to hold discussions and get some thoughts out, right? So your class, right? We can't sit down and have like a talk, but we can do it in a way that we can still converse with each other, okay? So if you log into 103 and you go to Module 2, there you will see a discussion thread. In this assignment, think about what attributes should a teacher have. Tell everyone the most important attribute that you think a teacher should have and defend that thought. Tell us what it is, why it's number 1 in your eyes, maybe give an example, all right? So when you log in, if I were a student, all right, I would be here. I would come down, and here's modules. But this is where I want you to go to, the discussion area, right? I click on the discussion area. It's actually going to take you to that attribute. This is where modules should be, but this is it right here. This is your discussion thread. And then when you click on it, now you can start entering replies, and you'll start to see it build, right? So you're being graded on your own attribute discussion and comments on 2 other people's. So I'm going to keep up. I'm going to keep reading what you guys do attribute-wise, what you're talking about. And then I'm going to kind of check off and say, hey, you did yours, but you didn't do anybody else's. You didn't comment on anybody else's. So I will take that into consideration. Now realize you are making comments on somebody else's thoughts and feelings, right? One of the problems that we have in technology is that you can't hear the reflection in someone's voice. You can't see the smile on their face. So even though you're like, oh, this is funny, and you're joking, they can't read that. So think about what you're writing. Be polite. You can be honest. I disagree. Here's why I disagree. But I completely understand what your thoughts are. You have to be polite, honest, and nice about this, right? Or else people can really get upset. When you can't hear the reflection in voices or see faces, you have to think about what you're doing. All right, so just again, let me just go back. All right, we're on 103. All right, I'm coming down under where grades are. There's the discussion. And here you are, the teacher attributes. All right, so this will be open, until next Thursday. All right, next assignment. Part 2 of this assignment is to add to the discussion, which I already talked about. So that's what that part is. Make sure you give 2. The next assignment, in the presentation below, this one right here, this is what I'm talking about, you will find 4 educational theories. I realize not everyone has had an educational class before, so I did my best to break them down into videos, examples, and notes. Review the 4 theories and start to think about which one most closely represents you, which one is furthest from you, and which one is most likely to accept the use of technology. On the blue button, next to the presentation, you will see theories assignment. That is this right here. So let me just show you real quick. You can click through here, and you will be able to see, actually, if you click this button right here, it will blow up for you nice and big. And then you can click on the different people and go see what they have to offer. Again, there's little videos and everything. And then if you have ESC, it will go away, all right? It will blow back down. Your theories assignment. Click here. It's going to say make a copy. Yes, make a copy. All right, we want to copy this. You can see it's running. Make sure that you put it in the right folder. Some of you emailed me and say, hey, turn it in the classroom, but I'm not putting it in my folder. Put it in your folder. Make sure you put it in your folder. Because even if it doesn't get in classroom, I still go check your folders. I'm not that mean that I would be like, oh, it's not in classroom, it doesn't exist. I try and check. Classroom is a great dumping ground. Some issues this week. I know one of my students here even had an issue with Classroom today. So I don't know if there's an issue with Classroom or going on or what. It's a great dumping ground, but I won't destroy you. I might remind you, start putting them in, but I will check your folder. But if it's not in your folder, I can't help you. So of the 4 theories, which one is the most closely related to my beliefs? I believe this is most important because, help me out, all right? Least closely and most using technology. When you are done, turn in button. Turn in and upload it there, all right? Upload it, module 2, all right? Upload it there, and I will be able to see it, all right? So just make sure that it's in, and you're good to go. All right, now, that is the 103 assignments. Now, 103 leads us into 102 this week. All right, this one's a little cooler. For me, this is kind of fun. So now, technology is supposed to enhance learning, right? It's supposed to take you beyond the basics. So I made you look at some theories, right? Read a little bit, answer a question, old school, right? I made you talk about or write about what your favorite attribute was. What's the best attribute? Again, little class discussion, little writing, all right, old school. This is ThingLink, all right? This is new school. This is a cool way to get the same concepts, but a little bit more creative, right? So this assignment is to take us to the next level, all right? And one of the things you're going to see in the lecture that I post is called SAMR, which is taking it to the next level. All right, so what does this look like? Well, if you click on my button right there, right, it says movies. I enjoy watching them with my family. We spent hours in our basement watching them. All right, click on here. Attributes, reading. I read technology articles. All right, so this is how I'm taking it to the next step. If you look here, this video walks you through the entire process. I'm not going to go too much further with this. This walks you through the entire process. So use this, watch this, make sure you understand it, and then go make yours. All right, I start from logging in to sending it, all 9 yards in that video. So watch that video, all right? But that's how we're taking it to the next level. All right, so that's an overview of your assignments this week. And it doesn't seem huge. It's not like, oh my goodness. But trust me, learning ThingLink, thinking about the attributes, having discussions, kind of getting you guys moving a little bit. Excuse me, all right? Those are your overall assignments. Your lecture will be posted in a little bit. All right, I'll talk to you soon.